Oh, Obi, me ho ye pa na me do asese ama me sa kwanya yi. Me ba fi ha che. Ache pa. Say time na me Minister for Works and Housing. And I down my friend me. Ede me fa ma na yakwanso.
Ba se bibi aboko.
Onyankopon di mu. Bibi e koyi ahoden wo ho. Na yenso ye onyame mu jedie se. Bibi e ni wa ado beto onyame ani mo omoa o. To onyame a me boafo kese pa.
Into life without a ministerial position at saying,
oh, relaxing. If you send phone say your mouth minister, there's a weight of governmental burden at the atoso. Pa, I make us back on to go phone. There be a na eba rainy season now yam shishemi. If we say when it to ya me fu isa. A year flood do we meet me and the money in a massa there be. Now so a man for person on day flood and the best swami. Wow, she in so a betono. Minister be a new bit me a control the rain inundation. A year unyami ama any problems they are creating weather condition is super top. Now so floods no basa no na ye fan crofo adan ko baby ko for kiosks near the oh minister say ya metie say woni to yourself floods no buy no obi emo na so nya minister no why bibie situation ya minister na besoa and man onya 20 ahoto de onni minister ma honto if you say yeah na your sense of minister no and it's obetumi solve a problem be but minister to me solve a problem be in fact ejina government so priority ho and to ka say ne honorable Akwata me hwe na mo ayi akwan a obe solve akwan no but the sika ohia be ma no no why dey ayi akwan no na ni monyam aba na ne ho ato no na anya sa ade abejina akaso honorable Akwata zeze kwa de ne o ma ya akwan ma yen so because minister be ni wodi say e che ni botomu a obe solve governmental problems.
Wow. We'll come back to your record and legacy as a minister. You made this uncommon, but first, let me clarify this. 3 days ago now, the Office of the Special Prosecutor did 1/2 yearly report by pursuant to the OSP Act. No, a show on say or monyesa briefing no ebrano. Now, what I have here no a 13-page document. Now there is a whole chapter dedicated to you. Honorable Samuel Atta Akyea underlined. Or say, in July 2022, the office terminated investigation into a complaint of alleged financial malfeasance filed against the Member of Parliament for Ebuakwa South for lack of evidence. The complainant admitted that he filed the complaint without any basis and that he was paid to fabricate the content of the complaint. The complainant and his accomplices are under investigation for filing the complaint with a singular aim of tarnishing the reputation of the respondent. At what time na Sadi able to notice say Obia file a complaint against you?
Yo, nedi kan say me wo ho na newspapers me no starte asem
Okay.
Eti nedi kan ye pie ye Daily Post. Akufo-Addo's brother dragged before special prosecutor for alleged fraudulent 1 billion, 4.4 billion, 43 billion, and then 961 million housing projects. And me picture boho. That was the 16th of December 2021. If you move the same time no and Daily Democrat and so at the buy Atta Akyea hot dragged to special prosecutor and no Kisia Jabe special prosecutor picture ho na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo wanya Atta Akyea and the picture eshemedo ho and Atta Akyea no so picture ho. Oh, we are no on to also who the insight and also the same Thursday, 16 December 2021. Allegations of financial loss and malfeasance. Atta Akyea dragged to special prosecutor. The picture and so boho. Na near ya sefem kakra no say
And we now say date near day.
16th December 2021.
2021.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Okay. Na near ya asef no kakra ne say wa anyo no ho afo say oh na we dey na NDC for people see ha Atta Akyea say na MPP National Delegates Conference Kumasi ohene me come no say Saturday na eti ho no a na daily guide nso join say trainee and no front page probe Atta Akyea man petitions SP meanwhile no wo hwe enema ekeka ho na Ghana nyina otumfo kase asante hene ene abuginapo lance minister ye enema bi anye daily guide enika ofo se obi kaye asem tan say ni yemfa to front page nemra in fact emra we pie ye na ye wo Kumasi National Delegates Conference. President Frame me twatro nchro
on this story
say ata dey na ebe na me kan say Mr. President when it to say bibie no abe pie cabinet ya eco committee this nation to the tune of $49.2 billion.
$49.2 billion.
Oh yes, that is how anemic petition it here. On the face of the petition, need you more. Onyansafo bi enu wesenka ade we krobe print to front page because some all can why see you too many ka kwa IMF nya kwa 3 billion na touch yanko say dam ne woni trimo say ade na yanu so be committee nation to the tune of $49.2 billion housing projects. Itibi dey make catch on man pen say wada wo me medo suko because me nye akola ketoa and the SN mugu ase yakam ampani apa me do asuko am do na mu sa se akoa ya frɛ no Daniel Ampuani oti ase ono ena nkrofo bi ene ne nam
why Daniel Ampuani
sa okay oni petitioner no
only petitioner
yes ona what this enema we
started special prosecutor
ono the call special special prosecutor na say Daniel Ampuani no me hwehwe akira hu say sebe kura no oni adwumayo I mean kind of control eti also a citizen of Ghana na dey be na baaye onkura animdie on housing oni architects for bi nya adwuma to pry into any amity says oh when you attach an akobo or my k cause financial loss the same friend financial office and 94.7 and now all tend me corruption say hey and there man minister ID bay I find them who say Ampuani onene ho so clear a year abrantie bi a your friend the lakofi un say friends special prosecutor and also a friend yes and na ordinary 1 year adwuma na near time say why you know abeka say NDC for na twe Atta Akyea say na on pay master Ampuani ane the lakofi no MPP ni
nipo show mu mienu achi ne
o show mienu na achi no
wow party ni
mi party ni a na ni abre asiketekere so be family seat no ono wo de saade we say ehye nkofo achi ma me ka sam a special prosecutor na anka nso mu odu ene say no woni abre to the point say essence won ye bibi kire say asem we de special prosecutor no ekura mu dendene on 4J the letterhead of the special prosecutor tio and na one sign the signature forged and na one the court on pay master no say oh Atta Akyea na de no ho ache no pa na there's a letter ya friend no say o me tie say ne ma nyina asem wa edapono so papa hwe no enti oka say accomplices a enye Ampuani no nko a o ena enye de lakofi nko a o pay master no say MPP ni no oka ho na be pie because ne ma nyina no nya obi no fabricate baby because o hwe asem a papa no kan say yetua ne ka so onye se adwuma me bosi ka ko na ko ano aka a me ka say that tape so a 30,000 Ghana cedis obi
to fabricate story no
yes yen fa efi emeso a obi a ye de doctor kore edware e be chance na firi ho 30,000 Ghana cedis is the high of this mercenary friends the Kofi and the pay master no on this idea so no. These are all confessed matters. I won't say friends saying special prosecutor
confess.
There's a confession. Eti asemo da ho no a obi kan ye hwa enhwe no na emu ya me yakaka na menka. Won say ye ti ha yi ye bu say one of the pillars of our democracy, your friend the fourth estate
of the
realm, and your journalists. What you say?
The media.
What you say? Na then obi person wo ye media no into a conveyor belt. An anemic petition yet say. What you say? A more important to a journalist than say abugina upon you 2 drain your land issue. As a capture front 94.7. Akwana say or do evidence the petition no. And then media for 9 years before publishing these matters at the front page. And then
but how do you know say media for and can evidence no? And it was based on the evidence no the year story.
You see, when say a petition no njina so. Evidence no e media for no akabana medwane afi kroma. Unkra evidence. Akwa no oye waka. Special prosecutor nso aka say akwa ne say on fabricate a petition no because on be two sika man to fabricate no to any fapem am or say there's no good reason say investigate a matter like this because it's politically tainted, it's politically motivated and has a commercial dimension. And my day say
but are you by this saying say under your watch as Minister of Works and Housing no one consider as minister and now say proposals be a man da wanim say steady ebia say wo committee your mind to and kebe in the regions of Sahara Mountain no
I mean ka say enchen kofo no nte ase obie ni ho a obetumi a committee the government of Ghana to any tune of mania on kofa first of all cabinet and as all obtain executive approval now cabinet and to me amfa say you know ebe committee Ghana no ameto parliament now the appropriate committee no ahwe say this is the project I saw the tour now a seek parliamentary approval because when it you say Ghana ni bie ni ho a obeka say obeso oya adan ebe che omen na spending even $20 billion. Unum sa Ghana need to be yasa. That means say also was sika pudu on obetumi sa man no. Na say contract be of international consequence.
Yes.
It will
also a parliament.
It's a parliament. Enti so be ha 7777 amen dan itrim kakra. Ebe hu say na dey we there obi kan here is dead ab initio. It will share the facial nonsense of this petition. Enkwofo ani agi won di say ohu ye nyansafo na eye kase yebu o man ya onka ho no agi saade yetum publish say niam we say ebe say me di no asefem.
Do I get the understanding say there was a proposal like that on the table but now was say go through a certain process and go through that process no ana?
What I'll tell you say there were an army of people who were interested in real estate development.
Okay.
Eti yes signing MOUs bebre say won be ye no nya dan omra ne assess enya feasibility analysis nya den and na ebe to ho clearly say yen twen na eba friends housing na enye the immediate priority of Akufo-Addo presidency
in the first term.
It when nyina no were just paper issues. But how can these paper issues convert into causing financial losses? We didn't buy the government over. In fact, we didn't have the approvals that were required. In fact, we were informed, so ye nyai affordable housing. And because as a matter of fact, no, housing
yet priority at the time.
At the time.
But in these many proposals now a table, so no. Did some of them amount to Sasika 42 billion?
How can it even amount to that? Or no, also see affordable housing. What is this financial muscle? And the back could do you know what even 20 billion is in the capital market? Obi, lawyer ni na over say you have a journey. See even 10 billion is not cheap. It will find away. Now me catch us say your whole budget as a nation for the year no a new $15 billion. Next see this whole $1 billion. And to obi beka say we dey call asem na say conspirators akohu panifuo bi na yebo hu tonton sansan oppress him. Ayen call asem I want to say afedi otana adum pempenso bi a yen ko forge the signature of the special prosecutor. And when they be PM ayehu say enepa Ghana ha ebinum bone agnya kukudro so ba kwa forge special prosecutor and signature. Adentia obi person obeye MP ntiana eno nani abrise yana enti asem wada pon so no na 777 me firi o me nya ni se me bedi minister basabasa bi na me de ba ye me ba be bo maika me be bo maika aden na mesa enti ansam wada pon so na say apie no
enti we no petition ne call because I want to believe that 2021 December and a petition they call special prosecutor.
Sir.
OSP Frail.
Offer me.
Who appear before the OSP?
Me appear before friends lawyer Kisia Jabing. Yes. And now obìnrin ne kika answer. We be say some questions I may answer questions in na. No say lawyer so record. Na me do su kwahwe bibi.
And after first meeting with Onono, one Frail will be you.
One friend me PM because anyama na pie niema mu no ana wa hu tonton sansan no wa oka a kire Ghana fo nyina se enne odo asukọ no based on common ni me die no what you say abe clear say Daniel Ampoani no ya born pa ranfo 30,000 to go and destroy the reputation of a former minister ewo Akufo-Addo government or yet member of parliament. I feel so or yet lawyer service credit kakra 30,000 Ghana cedis.
And for you, say what kind of as a lawyer, say special prosecutor about to a conclusion, say na sa your money na a fabrication. And I would want to believe say based on the media reports, no, a slight kakra in the mind of right thinking members of society. Are you minded to want to take legal action?
Well, I can't be a person fast no back no. But near medical can say, and say we peer no, na ka say newspaper see, so on what conscience are, and now on what balance and proportion it should capture front page say, Atta Akyea exonerated by special prosecutor. They are silent on it. Is that how you want to run the business of journalism in this country? What you say? Ubi fat baller, now put their print to a front page. Now, special prosecutor and debunk so as I'm not no for permanent time if because we be near 200 council on mayors MMO or some of the American country up to now no me who any of the newspapers here but the chile we say oh when you daji but me remember Cobon pons look MMO no mama kwansi enyame and then if they've exonerated me so one found to front page say men so Atta Akyea and the special prosecutor and said assembly me when I'm home your crojin me no wasamuka. Because I need to say, I'm a small person. We are lawyer and I know what to do. They are in the realm of defamation. But I mean, person may have drink, but we still and there may be. But I say yeah, journalism need they should do what is needful. And yes, my mommy homeless so me nyoku. Will be fat many more young to form.
When the special prosecutor says the complainant and his accomplices are under investigation for filing the complaint with the singular aim of tarnishing the reputation of the respondent, which is you. It is our further investigations, no? Idea of it, and it's saying where is it getting to? Say, after apart from our two names, our bono, special prosecutor, I extend the question.
Sir, because a young point, we born in Edin, and our boy paymaster Nusudin. Nina has been captured on tape. Eti ohinenya samwa yedi hu agro. What you say? It will no special prosecutor no and some na bananim raw evidence. And it's no you bold to say this is a bad commercial mercenary politically tainted issue. At time so person or say Atta Akyea. You can never come to this conclusion unless these are self-confessed, if you like, criminals. Because me who know person by Jeffrey Sadi with me.
Proposals about a name for housing projects, no. The enane was some partner saying.
Me to me cut on top of my head. But Mekachiro plays they were just proposals. Now even Po say yeah $800 billion any total now. How would it cause financial loss to the state? Offer what the young cast the quantum the time I'm a two in and young Kim said the and conform person basis ya dying Emma Ghana. A year $800 billion United States dollars. What you say? And we're reducing into MOUs severally. Oh, on basic 200 million. On basic no. Now say paper arrangements now who engage foreign investors or on basis yadano. How would it cause financial loss to the state? Brofo be no. Enti eya boni e wo bi akoma mu se on se attaching edin. And now all mass idea with prominence. Ne mo so wo hwe nyansam ene logic mu a. Laughable. Ade bi as you say etu boni afra wani answer o time will be so say oba policy nti na wo ye way. Because am kura wo chro no. So yo nyansafo abon say it lacks internal consistency. Nyanse wasem wi no excuse me say abofon.
If someone says just maybe the forum special prosecutor Akyea to go into this issue, no, ebia enye forum ebe exonerate as ebe vindicate you. Now maybe obi hwe say okay, so we travel to a competent court of jurisdiction. Na court no exonerate you having been seized with all the evidence available. Obeka den.
Because fine. If I say onum say on kura evidence mu do a on be say e ba na yenko court kan wa start it. Say answer na prosecutor nyansafo bi abeka say ne o peje obi akọ a friend say court no. Na the welter and the weight of evidence no e won anim answer. Nya say oba ko gina ho na 777 submission of no case egu nanim ase. Eto ahire untumi nyina ho ka say obi abo Ghana ka $49.2 billion. What you say? They ka say fa ho fa pem no bra ne fa nya dwuma ase oh and obi na me ho kire me no obi ka so be ma me 30,000 Ghana cedis na no ma o chro se ne ma no ma wabo ni pa ko ni din na on pay ma san so wabo on din na ye jai asem no maka. They say the dimension to this case apart from the fact some person woman must say they are audacious enough so on forge the
special prosecutor.
Oh yes. Letterhead one forge letterhead no.
But that is criminal. In the special prosecutor ni di hu djuma.
Penny special prosecutor na the answer more the be PS em be go for be dwan because say dey we dey stop enye yi. Say nepa ya say asempa mo studio yi obi tumi wure fi ha be forge bibi e dey sha asempa munim ho hwe. Signature na ye forged. The criminal dimension to this case no emudo now so no person won ye bibi eseme ana onyame abondu ya hwe won wiye oti ase and it's such a juvenile conspiracy say ya na won say ebia when akoko na ebia aburo nsa na ruwa firi akroma. How could you say in the name of self politics try be ate say obeye so juvenile say ekola asem we firi Emma kwa akodum pepenso bi a president kwa 777 ofaneke kakras atade na ebe am ofre me.
It is since the release of the report no president asen afre obi o
on frɛ me na me kwa me pese me ka chance me do suko me pese me pakaji eniema ni nyina me de ama no se papa me ka kyerɛ se me ntumi ngu aban na nimu ase aso me ka kyerɛ the first no me so aye ansa na me ba be me san me so aye se me ntumi ngu Akufo-Addo anim ase because Akufo-Addo 777 say if you fear bakum I will not be the one America say na de me di fi be ka aban we say me ntumi nya obu wa na ni abre so person ye bone a enye mfiri attaching a entity e de ma me no.
Do you think say one of the reasons in Tia when retaining a ministerial position in the second term?
Me nya ni say sa de we consideration kra. at all. Menye ni say side way consideration because as a matter of fact no say name bi wo ho na my ya e wo criminal implication as a company ke bi amentia. You see, because who committed this government to that tune, a better papa nsem, either executive instrument or a cabinet approval, and those contracts will be ferried to Parliament. So on say minye ni say associated with it. Minye ni sa.
Yeah, movie from this issue on special prosecutor Wakase, he will still investigate further and Mijinisa wants when the actually to see to its logical conclusion.
Oh sure. Many be the because near or your pay master no SS one fano. Aha, SS one fano. If we say ono na obo nkrofo pa CNC meeting and so kokwa. It many be the actually pa. Na niema so ameso me ya me pushi special prosecutor say case we say say you hu the bottom of it no men tra ho
you do it.
Yes me nya lawyer keto anso me nai me catch a president say me do suko eti me ne me a me hu no me di nyina pe ma no say president ade ni no so afa ho adwen.
Honorable this issue aside now, I mean many of your colleagues in the first term retain your position in the second term as ministers. Ubeka say the sole prerogative of the president to appoint people and to dismiss people. But you were close to the president or your predecessor directly, you know, in Parliament. I didn't think I want to retain your position as minister.
Offending Kofo Bebre, a bit some say question. Bebre, Penifua, a cuckoo and cuckoo a him for Akesia. I said, Marco Penameka, be Jama president. If we said, President no want to say, and who say, I go down and come a second tell me these are the best players. Papa will say, Crano, soon sumono, menano. Now, on Union and Chaya. Now, I see a family for the send a bear, nay, you know, a becoswa, me Jamano, what you say, because me who need for so more than the good governance of this country. And I'm person make cast and say, we be between and say, okay, we're any minister, then that means the government is going to grind to a halt. And you know correct. But idea ya me de obi and they say, Yan kase Atta Akyea and mna papa ne share and munyan minister for works and housing no chrono level ni na obi gu abane no mase. Ekofo bebre no keka o Atta Akyea non performer. Say me say ekofo no ntirimu oden and non person gu mani mase. And then my main country said, me who the logic of conform as will be a non-performer as a because say drainage systems are no.
Yes.
What you say, me time no. And it sika me to me and my the man see and fenya said man. Me near any say in the government I say. Eti uhwe ayi for flood and me time no. E confirm pa because ye mammy sika say me fenya djuma. Obi, ya ma minister sikas one fenya juma. You can't accuse him of incompetence. Eti minimum so Obia or ye very right in his mind because Atta Akyea was not brought back because now incompetent. But me Jama president. The ATM Jama and said minimum say Otiasie on minimum say on nientia or for so me nchen na enkofo bi ntoaso. No.
Baba, who did almost 4 years or exactly 4 years at the ministry? Say 20, 30 years from now, so only our grandchildren etnasi wofi. Now we recount our time as minister. Legacy being our catcher was Ujama Ghana. What is that legacy of Ujama at the Works and Housing Ministry?
Well, sir, Obashe Emremunswa, what you say? The whole of hydrological bill, as I say, ya pass it into law. I originated it. Say yen authority say sea defense gata semene ensuo to ene ne maneme nyina it was my handwork. I mean casual say even you can't issues of a friend saying you can't issues of how we should have a very credible affordable housing system with the attendant mortgage system. and then make actually say President Akufo-Addo pese or started world class affordable system. Na osan hwe the mortgage system akofo no a eye adwumayefo no ebe use because affordable housing no say mortgage ne nka ho a o sere amanfo obie no wo Ghana ha given a current level say yemfa ayi entoa yemfa ade ne sika awanya the salary betumi atodan I just say unya a very good friend saying mortgage system me de to ho also about the fact that Ghana also move from a friend saying open drains and call what we call subterranean drains. President a whole cabinet memo amede to ho say ubie omane to gatesa any your culture of gathering filter and yema yempe e wo ye fie nyina no what you say the baby good gata nim na idugu gata ma gata no ebe choked e silted sa no kan no na fe yase akope sika to desilt and no moayen but okọ ba bia ni buo no akwani mu na you will never find a gutter it ye fini in our way if you no fa asase na say that's what we call the subterranean drains me de to ho menka eniema me ye wo sea defense bebre ho be many ministers who are when it ya me buy ya say glemen somewhere be nyina me do mu asuko I'm telling you say adwuma me ye no enya adwuma keto about say glemen asem no
yeah but where we are now no sagleme de no Ekosiisen because yehu result the houses are still rotting away
and to see America say no between me nua be ma asenso any attorney general because emra me fi ho no what you say na me saka my high friends said the survey friends say the survey council no ama onwa kwa akosto Ghana Institute of Surveyors. Yes. Ghana Institute of Surveyors. Thank you. Onwa akosto how much went into the project vis-a-vis sika on sakai ama on their base the liability no sondodo. So I packaged a dossier which was very, very, very powerful. And the dossier I even gave it to the president. And
that dossier I know you believe can sustain a successful prosecution.
Oh, I know because the dossier is so damning. Because as I say, Yakofa at the NMA Bank of Ghana said no you see canning at the but they can't those are not number the bija hokoi.
I know you to be one of our nation's fine lawyers. And they say, what prepared dossier? Everybody would expect us our dossier to be watertight. In terms of,
no more shit. Yeah.
Why are we not seeing it corresponding prosecution in court? Because that's Papa. Relative to that.
What to say openia na odi minister ho kaneno Honorable Collins that and call for yes. I'm on the one court
yes.
on the segleme you know a time say prosecution be koso maybe a media and projecting the big yes because and some na you to ho no na say obi bre ansa na wate ase e simple matters e kire say obi kan ye share Ghana kubu pa
but based on we insight in the law no say prosecution e koso a yentimi nya hwe wa dan ne ho
o metumi adentia say eno de nientia ye ma Ghana Institution of Surveyors bear money say they captured the state of the buildings no at the time on year you know say ne be obi could take you over no improve a ne why bon na be say you didn't measure the properties well and now you are trying to shortchange me eti egina ho say America say yetumi toaso ewie e ma nipa kotenem
Omoka say be here saying they are complete.
Emudo on can be over $107 million
to complete
yes, yeah, to complete Sagleme. Because he can on and there's a dear Sagleme, no, you have 5,000 housing units.
Yes. Yeah, $200 million.
$200 million. Now go share a Juma 1 year and now the difference is a lot. Nti ɛsɛ sɛ ohia sika mu odu na watumi de awie settlement. And na afei so settlement no so yɛ no na contractor no ɛsɛ sɛ omia nani no yɛ friend saying internal friend saying infrastructure no and sewage systems no and also on anye
na ni nyina nka ho sisi e
wo bi nka ho kra on anye ho adwuma
and now na sika na kasa 200 million na aka saying
200 million na almost gone. I'm telling you, about 97% spent.
No, but for you, no, isn't it unbelievable? Say, 6 years in the life of Momo government, yen share them any proper action, so called, on Saglemi, based on the damning nature of. Dossier
it took time and sana you to me a building dossier no and then I make us as a lawyer no it took considerable time, but let me tell you something about President Kufuor and on the Ekofoni papa he's very keen nyaya adie bi esi wo ministry bia no ye brief no o ma no briefing because that President Kufuor to me frɛ yen say be brief me ne ma ye ho it me catch us say me nkan sem ni nyina no ode abasamachi. I'm telling you no on ba me kwa o segle kra o na very serious you will cabinet them na me catch president say me srawara me here a mother document because when it to as a building there a question of measurement. If a building is there, they can measure to know how much has been sunk into the building. Now the labor cost near my name it took considerable time. And sana the full complement of quantity surveying that should confirm say so what share sika on the area then muna compared to sika on one year free Bank of Ghana now. There's a defalcation which is embarrassing. And then it mean a document kasi no I have up on the edge. Yes. Building code here can one seminar. I shepherded it. It's in as to how you see dying the whole regime on the regulation regime I shepherded this
as a country how I see ya
sanity. Now you make sure say haphazard structures, dwelling homes. Now no one could create most of the problems you see. Ebi ni say Ekosiisen down or the Ekosiisen waterway. Obi so Ekosiisen down the road to be made up. And it's I shepherded these things.
And is it being implemented now, building code? You know?
They should implement it because at the end of the day, senior men, open say a year Jumapa, it should descend to the assemblies. Because on permits. No, the CCs yadano. And that synergy, collaboration, we brought it to bear on. Putting together a building code for the nation.
And I will be right to say, sir, because of a background as a lawyer, your focus in that first term was to build a legal regime for works and housing in this country. Who focusing more on that legal way?
It was more than that. My heartbeat, and I'll have to tell you, was to ensure that I reduced the housing deficit to a considerable level. That was what I wanted as a minister. Because I believe, say, yan travel America say, and the Ghana for workers, what you say, you baby na, and this scepter of rent advance, what you say, if the government could create, very good housing systems a year, it will be a legacy which is referable. For example, me view say every constituency should have 4 flats. And I was saying it in cabinet. Why? Because unko constituency be a Ghana for for any workers anyhow. What you say? Now on one go for them no. Flat on they go on. I used to say that go for other flats. And they go every constituency. And a friend saying cabinet so at tears yes say unum say house in the pet and na utumi ton a recoup investment. Are you aware? Planting for food and jobs. Why want to be say direct? Money now was sinking into school feeding program and free senior high school. A year investment the beer untumi enya returns no almost immediately. But say ye to me see adan that was my heartbeat. Say you see adan near the tour Akufo-Addo flats. All the 275 constituencies in Abidjan flats. Now for ye ba cities no are more housing flats, high rise flats. Very good. Now I mean beside move the redevelopment in certain areas that you are car now bungalow baako and they see 1 acre bungalow dilapidated bungalow be 1 acre. I also push redevelopment. And then the equanim pa say you to me ebe GSS no near the ama developer no developer no aye bi amaba no in quantitative terms. Now ono so niaka no
what Eddie
Atenika no abai moka. So I was very strong.
And no didn't Nima the anybody no.
Nima the anukwana. In fact, I never never see a car about Nima. Go for antias here. Say ka Nima the kia koya. The bomb pie say whole concept of changing the face of Nima no so. Abembi baby and twaso. Na Nima form enya baby papentra. Now we see the rest of the land no more developer no. And compensate for the cost of investment in where the Nima people will stay. As I making it is off budget constraints. Make us just now we the benya sika we the developer no sika and no den or this year's now also the land not compensating no. It's one of the things that
and you are saying sir for all of these now push your cabinet no the government's position they say na house and your priority in the first term.
Me this because share any man na na aban any da a friend saying free senior high school no so pa no one inherit a very checkered economy and our different senior high school back. Before believe say it was even a miracle for President Akufo-Addo say in the face of a GDP growth of about 3% or so our inherit no utumi cast yanko school for free. And now buy bills a planting for food and Johnson a great so far Ghana sikapa and no move towards roads and therefore for a capital intensive area like housing no they be of course yen so and so that's what it is. And yes the legal regime no another intangibles no na me many per se but I meant tangibles. I meant a situation in which we can say, send your kutua champion a seed down some no.
Yeah, but those were where they were only on paper. And for now, no, yes, you might have had good intentions, but you to justify intentions are now.
Sana government here, minister no and to mean direct president no. You see,
the other way around.
It's the other way around. Minister no to me as suggest proposal as my president, a man of good policies. But as to whether that will convert into tangibles, no, it depends on the pocket of the government of the day and what the president sees as his priorities. And yes, sir, so minister be now for nothing. Oh, and neck crack of Obi me chrome ho. Only to Fakwano or what time a year. President never feature to Fakwano.
Yeah, Tumfa.
Yes. The whole problem of the matter and say, yeah, man of financial space say, may year to fact, how would he do it? And I mean, who minister be or was the kappa? Say, a friend say, hospitals are ACC, agenda why, or no, Ajama menu, accuracy, Kapuduobi, and no, you free in the bottom one. No, CC hospitals in my brother. It is a who hospitals now. Now, the Ocasio, Ajama menu, do I may now, NCC hospitals now. It's a very cruel judgment we shouldn't subscribe to.
Yeah, but the other point would be, sir, Ekase, you are a very principled person. If you are put in a ministry, the Ghanaian people are expected to see tangibles. Now, because I refer you to video of the minority leader no Kasa on the floor. And he alluded to the fact that ministry was starved of money. Into now buying say come on if that was the situation, I didn't want to resign. Why did you keep that position when you knew very well say resources that we here to deliver was not forthcoming?
You see, sir, me resigning what you say, it will mean say I don't understand what President Akufo-Addo wants to achieve. The only thing which was very important is I brought it these issues strong. Why would I resign if the government is saying strongly, so, okay, Tobo, yeah, my a friend saying, I don't see you know. What you are saying? So the other issues, no, I needed to deal with it. And that is what this matter is all about. Because to say so, and of course, President Kufuor ain't may resign. It's not a good understanding of being a part of a government.
But it is a fact that your ministry was starved of money.
Well, what they are, and then by a factual. Remember, some can be Obiakasa grapes, but go and do a measurement of what was in the budget and what was released. What I'm saying is very clear. Ocean near Yadiama Senso and or release ya. It will tell. These are things I and I'm a person and Mumunya front page coverage. As saying friends I'm planning about offer an anemic petition. Now newspapers say unbelievable say okay we there are the phone that your tongue at all. Why is it that I say person measure an NMAC ministry now on Femra front page? They want to find out how much was available for Atta Akyea to do his work and how much was released. So you know the difference between parliamentary approval of the budget of a ministry and the actual releases. You know what you are saying. And I make catch us 7 minutes you know what bing and who are Ghana ha. Because your man is standing ovation. Me matter as a minister. Nipi. I was okay. Young fat and young man call ye friends Buankra inland port. What you say? Now say fa sikama minister no so fan koye ya permit say even if it's a loan ya approve loan na man so koye Buankra inland port. How would you want to blame the minister so ya anye Bagri Dam na e fam ho pa hydrological president who say priority nti yesi anya Bagri Dam na yenye say ensuo na fi Burkina Faso no will harvest it and also use it for irrigation purposes. It required to be converted into electricity kakra. Now, abuaye. So, bear in mind what the government wants. The minister is not supposed to sort of overrule the president in his judgment in relation to priority projects. And the one tells you, you blame the ministers for nothing.
But in that regard, no, some have said the ministers are put there to solve problems.
Yes.
And as part of problems, no, and they say sika anyhow. And as a money will not always be available for you to do new me what's we na.
Yes.
It also we creative.
Yes.
It be more share other avenues and sources of funding project amo person mo ye. In your case, are you saying say what is our creative way in buy any alternative sources of funding for your project and I still buying the car say funding buy ma wonye? Is that the case?
No correct. Me so me move to the idea of the off-take agreements. Onya off-take agreements ni say yen government no ye ni sika ye di besi sidan no na developer no embassy sidan no na developer no besi sidan na we buy it off the properties no was we buy it off the friends saying the developer no every on terms and then the off-take agreements. It is all the sense of the off-take agreement at that Ministry of Works and Housing originated it. The chief director of Hobisano. And then what happened is that between persuading investors and say in the event that the government will not off-take the houses that have been built at the expense of the developer, the developer will use the market forces and achieve results of pay. It me be ma options here fine. So if there's no money, where is your ingenuity? The off-take agreements, no, I can tell you say it's a major initiative. So you have houses that yemfa sika NC then so one baby and off-take na do after the yes you to then the developer will go to the second option. The second option is then I'll sell it myself and recoup my investment. This is what was also on the table.
For some of the off-take agreements, I would say the government did not also subscribe to that. Or
no, definitely didn't subscribe to that. That's a fact of the matter. And then the agreements be so
even when the developers now do music
yes, the developers
are buying his own penny.
we didn't want to look at some of these issues because of maybe how they felt that we've been overstretched. They call it exposure. Yeah, we didn't go that way. But still, we have the opportunity to do it because that was a very, very, very innovative way of resting the government in terms of finances.
Oh, okay.
Develop an ebeye say adwuma no. Na actually no, so obetumi ato wato wantumi anto a ono abe pa ekwan bi no. Because who say eba real estate most developers believe say it's one of the best investment. Say nebi bi die appreciate.
Yes.
Na o moka. O ye planting for food and jobs obetumi aboka. But eba housing na ya moka. It's a fact. So I was very, 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 very anxious to see houses roll out in the entire country, which could have been done if and only if, say, government would say priority.
Support from government. Yeah. It surely will be your biggest regret in the ministry, right?
Oh, certainly, because now me person me share me papa and monyam what I call legacy projects.
And now papa na ma support and now here.
Well, also yantuabo. Na me dey na meka. Say what they o train no hwe ni oye no. And then make access here priority back one ba beto any housing. Our roads is a fact. So the government had akumashe roads or yeah. Aha. It will also say in the 8 years no he was strong on roads and the FN kind of that will be his achievement. That's the point of the matter. Also say and free senior high school washemu ekena TVET ni ema nyina waye ni FN kind say COVID be che no. President Kufuor ade eto no a eye me yakakra na me so me kan chiro and say na president we tupa o na COVID bam it COVID no contract economy no we should give him that and na maka chenkofo bebre say you don't measure a leader when it's cozy. The measurement of a leader is when the troubles are so much like we have now and then he uses his leadership ingenuity to surmount the problems. It will say President Mahama when she had COVID, as when to me answer for Doomso.
But said Doomso was a crisis.
What's it Doomso a crisis?
Yeah, power crisis.
How the country was in a power crisis? Doomso a near what he has here that could be handled. They couldn't handle Doomso.
You think?
But could you handle COVID? Yes, it was something that if they wanted to sort of bring the capacity of this nation in terms of power generation to a point that we can even have reserve and exporter. That is the power of a visionary leadership.
Yeah, but that's
what
he did.
Because Doomso was not, a one-day matter, but COVID was. What you say? COVID came without announcement, but Doomso was foreseeable. So therefore, if you didn't raise the level of your capacity to govern to solve Doomso, I'm afraid the two things don't compare. And I'm saying that the problems of Akufo-Addo and his leadership should be measured in terms of the troubles he faced. And if you measure the troubles of Akufo-Addo, you see that, President Mahama, he had it very cozy. But unfortunately, he couldn't, come up to the level that will come and solve our problems. That is one of the things I want to stress. And it's so critical. Say, if you don't see that way, you think, easy. What do you say?
Yen wrap up on some one or two issues near fan common that would be your party, the NPP. The biggest conversation within your party now, why and the best succeed. Meaning now do your foul, so you wouldn't know, so you would then.
Menana.
Nana.
Just say, Unu say, if fear me film ye peja or chain.
Yes.
And or chain here for no atafori odikan. Akwati o Kenya me. Ono na owu Nana Akufo-Addo maame.
Oh.
Adeline Akufo-Addo. And as our konwa efiri me fie.
Efiri fie. Eya konwa wa utimi dibi.
Me am to this akonwa ne bi.
Okay. Oya wonana.
Me nana no. Yes.
Hey. Yes, a mukofia. Nana do no. Otu chama.
Na say wa wani tia. Unua ken ofra to ofra me ode hye. I just say onu say sabi me fifi opa. Aha.
And wa ma uskan fa anya edume.
Me pese me kasa ase me wa se bebre. O dey ase. Because me ka just say via ya won say priority me jama nyame. O dey ase.
But let me say the biggest conversation you who succeeds Nana Addo.
Yes.
where do you stand on that debate? I've seen a video now say unya ya anka munya a ticket na ebeye Bawumia any Alan on that same ticket. Still who hold on to that view no?
Me hold on to that view ne kese pa because emina ewomui we don't have the luxury of wasting money and we don't have the luxury of disunity. What you say? Na party ne boy kwakọ say yen kasem ni bebre. Etimi me nka ne bebre. Hwe, ma me kan cho. Engineer Kwabena eje Japan. Me no pa so nyansafo pa. Eba Kennedy akompra ko Japan. Me ne kwa decided together. Me nua pa madam for pa no. Honorable Jogate ona oma me the basics of my legal training. Tibi nim ne nyina ne wakufu prepenko. Honorable Boache Ajako me catch us me brother pa say book bia sunsun wo mu no or recommend me oba me library say here or law firm has say some practice no books bebre free abrochi a whole compendium of books for the chair me ne ya dream pa ya kan me say honorable Owusu Afriya Akoto me nua no pa honorable Alancha Martin so me senior e wa the saddle I just say odun so wanim and ye ba last one his excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. Say nkofo nyina nya nipa hunfo. Ombetumi ayo. Nanso ye hwe ba bi ye gina dia. Me fam dia na me kan. So uko peja Dr. Bawumia say ene MPP kase. Say ekuo ye friend MPP, you shouldn't be a permanent mate. The mate should graduate to a driver. Na yenyi se mumu yodi emfiri ho na ye national cohesion youth ni pia ni enko pemo Dr. Bawumia with the friends honorable Alan Martin me catch us so nyame be hu ye mobo me ye bereki 8 no na se ye enko to esikemu in the name of elections na ye be kan na ekikabo mu a sika won abo ho ka o waste $10 million $10 million ye de ko kina se ticket ye chia that's what I said, and I continue to say it. Say, I don't believe this unbridled competition. We are in a position where we should take strategic decisions of beneficial consequences to this party. If we say, and Kufuor can say, oh, President Kufuor, MPP be dia and command corner say because program bia e shiro man o pa ya fo ani hwe MPP for na deba ye ba be nya reversal of fortunes ye ntumi ameriki emu akoma mu asew na american na me downgrade any of the people want to come and lead this country but open strategic win here mean so ma kuma mu asew na my drinker okay it's my opinion.
And you think say strategically Angamunya Bawumia's flag bearer Alan as running mate, that's a winnable ticket for the NDC.
Enshira wo mu pa, you bet me akopa. And na NDC for and change on wa adwen non Sunday friends saying
former President Mahama ba.
Former President Mahama eba ono de onko biem. It wonya accountable to the electors again. The catch say opening friends saying Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ebe bitino. Wo hwe wo mienu ahoden and then I make catch nkofo ye de Bawumia ba on the first head of state was an economist. They see as the ebida. Oban penia or economist. At the other America say economic management team couldn't agro. It opening MPP share situation na ki akoma confirm kakra and ye say ticket ko ya onyakopo mehu yemobo ama ye break it.
But from knowledge in the happenings in your party unim say san common ekoso.
Mate se san common ekoso. Na ne me pese me san eka biom se san common ekoso ye enhyemu kena. Empanifo wo party wo enhyemu kena na omo nhia. Na onyin tum.
Oka empanifo ne ye hwan mo.
Oh, yeah, we kuku dying. Says I can open because you have been Ghana say President Kufuor. So this conversation should concern President Kufuor. I also can't pass or pay MPP in Wedinade. Na chaos you know we between Abenya. Disunity na fe dissipation of funds. Yanko to sika bibirima delegacy ni so that we get a flag bearer. You na esa anse kwesi enya. Okasa na main campaign. asuma si anya osime in campaign na unit disunity no NDC abefam. Is that how it has to go? So at the end your history to guide us. Now for be 17 no so one person there on be show man so the cracks in friends MPP set time no now you 17 cracks and why should we do the same thing?
But is that giving everybody opportunity to contest, not delegate a ye or more panel, and yeah, a major tenet of multi-party democracy, internal democracy of your party.
It is one of them. Mm-hmm. They can also agree on a candidate because it's a selection, and in a selection, it does not connote electoral competition. Yeah, and now uhucherewa unyansa sorry say hey baby away. Na sika na ekoto ama delegates na kede pretty t-shirts akọ gina nkofu mienu achi aka ehu enya bibi mfrim. And that is how I say it. Na yenkase oh this is the way we go. We are not in normal times, so we shouldn't use the same methods. It will not bring us the results we need.
Honorable, I wish we could continue, but I was saying Shena the AC except to ask you finally, sir, with how things are going now, still how your confidence say 2024 will be to me really power.
Yes, we are very, very confident.
Said any American.
Yes, and any American, you bet me a winning power. If we say and near me besisa, and I make catch or say, and near ma MPP femono should tell the electorate say you was shock absorber any resilience in NDC. And I want to stress it again. Onipa kasi na sam to know. We catch us say President Mahama when she are covered. Kebian kebe ebe ha no permanently. On to be nyina. We catch and converse do so a wodu wani hu empo ne wan to me ansolve. Na COVID dey ka bibi betoso. It is indicative of the fact that MPP ekura sa hoodin na edi ma no, and it is born now by the fact that in the face of COVID and na war kesiye ya Ukraine Russia ni nema we are seeing economics air contract we want to push and get out of this mess and see a good economy, and that should be rewarded in electoral votes. Na yes antwaso because me nim sane a man for be free senior high school nafa me kasa sese ye obi be ba sese ase ake ye nkura sika ye twam e wona Ghana fo be hu se ya to chacha bone so e ka say NDC formula. It be believe that this is the best opportunity for us to look at it. Say, you bet to me, I can boom, yes, we need power in the face of what we are going through. But as I said, near Massisa, as we coming close to the year and the next year, and you never done it
with the IMF support, no?
Oh, of course, even beyond that, say confidence in but the IMF and the palliative. Say confidence in but the economy is doing well. We can still find good money and apply it where it matters. Fine. The fact that Obiako IMF interest that's the end of the economy. No.
Obitemi Musa also say my party elders are successful in getting Baumia and Alan to be on the same ticket. Now we say Omunyina could jinana party for two almost bar. What will be your wish?
My dear Master Maka, what you say? Maka be say Onipa Bako na me believe say and near did no qua. Okay. And Maka say, it's answer near party near say yen tone down on these matters, no. I'm a person can be but me believe you and I have confidence in Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I have confidence in him.
Honorable, the best answer in Komobi. We wish you very well. Why?
When I'm Israel,
that's
a way on Yame. I'm a crying now, so I'm a crime. My Yamisha pa be bomb pie and say, o personal undertaking to become a lawyer, no. Amen.
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 Amen. Honorable Atta Akyea Samuel and I'm attending MP Ebuakwa South constituency. But let me also inform our listeners. As we speak, there is a statement from Honorable Alan Trematin.